That's right, y'all. That's right. It's part 2 of the Frederick Comic Show unveiling of the books that we picked up over the weekend. Welcome back to King Midas Collects with your boy, There Can Be Only Vaughn. We're switching up every day. Be Only Vaughn, Vaughn and Only, same thing. So we're going to get right into it. Here's our second pile. Like I said in the previous video, we're only upping the ante every single time. I'm trying to divvy the books up so you guys have some sort of speculation and some momentum and pizzazz, thinking about what could he possibly be showing us today. Well, don't worry. I got you. I got you covered in that department. So I'm going to start it off easy with something that's a little bit more modern, as in the last 2 years. I bought the first issue of this when I was still living in Hawaii, but then I just, for whatever reason, didn't continue with this series. But I've heard so many great things, and there's a particular artist, Stephanie Hans, that I've been enjoying a lot lately. She's in the top 10 of current artists that I enjoy. She did the A cover for this series. This is called Die from Image. This right here is a Stephanie Hans cover A, issue 18. So I noticed that each one of the variants had a different artist. They had guest artists on each one of them, and some of the hotter people, you know, I think Zdarsky did one, then you have Frizen did one, Jock did one, so on and so forth. So here's issue 17. And it's like a video game tie-in. It's supposed to be something about somebody being stuck in a virtual reality or something in that regards. If I got that wrong, please correct me. But the fact that it has some video game ties into it, I'm like, wow, I can't believe I didn't read this book. So we're going to find the trades and definitely read it. But I still want to pick up 2 through about 14 that I'm missing now after picking these up. So here we have issue number 16. They're just absolutely beautiful covers. So these are definitely cover buys, but once I pick up the trades, I definitely want to read it that way, all in one go, because it just wrapped up with issue 20. So this is 19. This is the Stephanie Hans cover there. Just absolute fire. And then, like I said, guest spot for the variant here, 19. This is a Frizen, of course. You can just tell her artwork is just so recognizable these days. Again, you know, it's Jenny Frizen, or Adam Hughes, of course, Bill Sienkiewicz, Jenny Frizen, Art Germ, Sean Murphy, anytime Sean does anything. And there's a couple other artists in there too that like Jen Bartel. Just if they're working on something, I want to know about it. And now Souza Micah might be joining that list because those Catwoman's absolutely phenomenal. Speaking of one of those artists, we have Sienkiewicz. He did a couple whatnots. Oh my god, I have that app stuck in my head. What if? So what if Loki had found the hammer of Thor? This is a Sienkiewicz cover. He did about 4 of these towards the tail end of the first 44, 45, 46 of volume 1. So there's the awesome Sienkiewicz cover. And this one is a little bit more iconic. You guys might recognize this one. What if Conan were stranded in the 20th century? So there's the Sienkiewicz. He also did the famous one of Captain America becoming president. And then there's another one with Hulk on the cover that's really good. So you're going to see a theme here, guys. I just mentioned a lot of these artists earlier in that little bit of my my top 10 list there. So this one is issue 1. This is like Dynamite likes to do these where like they'll give you a preview of the art, the cover for issue 1. So this is technically the cover of issue 2, but it's like super zoomed in. So this is like a sneak peek of issue 2 of issue 1 there for Vampirella Dracula Unholy Art Germ cover there. Glad that I found this one. I'm really happy about it. This is Star Wars Classics and New Hope. Picked it up because there you go, the man himself, Adam Hughes, doing this. And I think there's one more. I do have Return of the Jedi with Princess Leia dressed as Slave Leia on the front. That book is worth a lot more. This one is we're able to get for cover price, which is really nice. This, I forgot that she did another variant, and then again, I didn't mention her earlier, but she's in the top 10 for me because I love that anime Japanese influenced horror style. This is Peach Momoko. This is Red Room, trigger warning, #1, her variant. Now I have this variant, and I have the Red Room #1 Peach Momoko variant. Just absolutely stunning. I love it when she goes back to her horror roots with a lot of stuff and just makes it really macabre looking and just weird, you know? I missed out on issue 15. I don't know what happened with this one. This one was just a variant buy, and they had it 25% off, so I had to pick it up. Star Wars, The High Republic, issue number 15. This is the variant. I still can't find the A cover, but be happy with the variant. Get that milered up shortly. This one's fun. We got a convention exclusive here. This is the gold embossed variant. I've never seen this one, but I love Chew. Shout out to John Layman and Rob Guillory. They did a mini series here, one shot for Secret Agent Poyo, which was awesome towards the last volume of Chew, introducing Agent Poyo here, and Poyo ended up getting its own book. I didn't know that there was this variant embossed convention exclusive though, so got that for a really good price. The sticker there for a lot of these books were the price for the books, but there was a lot of discounts. I paid with cash, so the more you buy, the better the deal. These orange ones here were half off cover price, but you don't see low-end Invincibles for $3. That's or $8. Sorry, so this was $4. So for issue 28, issue 31, and 36. Now for me, my Invincible, I have issue 12, 11 and 12, 25, and then I have a clean run from 45 until the end of the series. So I don't have a lot of the lower end Invincibles, but it's really nice to find those at a cheap price because they're not cheap these days. Got some Scotty Young, Cable, and Deadpool. Classic cover there. Kenneth Cole, Black Panther, getting this, trying to finalize this run. I'm only missing a few more books. So we go with issue 58. 58. Some Spider-Gwen covers here. Issue 12. 16. And 32 of the variants. Here we go, some art germ again. Supergirl issue number 12. Check it out. Classic art germ. I think it's bad rap because it's everyone almost looks the same, but I think that they're just phenomenal with each character that he does. It's fantastic. Issue 17. And this is my third copy of it. Every time I see it, especially for cheap, I gotta pick it up because I love the classic homage look. Supergirl 18, electrifying issue. Love it. I absolutely love it. Some more Adam, back to some Adam Hughes here. We got Rose and Thorn, issue number 3. Number 5. And number 6 of 6 for that series. So I'm missing issue 2, I believe, and that's it. And we'll finish that miniseries. Really a fan of this Deodato cover, so we picked it up. Oh no, it's Mark Brooks, isn't it? Sorry, excuse me. This one's Mark Brooks. Deadpool 14, but this is the Iron Spider variant there. Some more Deadpool love. Issue 67. Only 3 or 4 more issues left of volume 1 of Deadpool to finish that out. All the heavy hitters I got though, so I only need the smaller books. Some Platt Moon Knight here. Good to see these. We have 47. Oh, excuse me, that's not Platt. 47, 48. These two are though. 58 and 59. Fantastic books. All in really, really high grade. Really high grade. I'd say they're very fine to near mint minus. Finally found one of these Frizzens Red Sonias. Of course, this is the 1 in 10 grayscale, grayed out variant of it. So issue number 14. Apparently I had issue 1 and 2 that she did, not even realizing it was Jenny Frizen. but I don't have any of the others, and somebody actually had one. I asked like 6 or 7 of the vendors there, do you have any Vampirella or any Red Sonja Jenny Frison covers? And nobody had it except for this one guy, and he just had the one. Somebody else was mentioning that they had them in back issues, they just didn't pack them for this particular convention. So hopefully next time I see him within this circuit here in the DMV, he can search for some of them. He took down my information too, so he's going to let me know. This was interesting, so now we're in a little bit of a Frison kick. Somebody told me this was done in 2016, a very low-end Colin Bunn book from Lion Force Comics that nobody's heard about. The book doesn't command any kind of value, but it's a rare... It's rare in the sense that it's a very low print run and nobody really heard about it. But this is based off of the Sega CD video game Night Trap. You know, it had all that controversy back in the day for the FMV style of games that really tanked Sega. Anyway, issue number 3 was done by Jenny Frison, and it almost looks like a pre-code horror book, to be honest. Check this out. Very grotesque cover, but it is a Frison nonetheless, and it's something I never heard of. It wasn't on my radar at all. Most of her books, most of the artists that I love, all their books, for the most, I'd say 90% of their books I know about. I didn't know about that one. These I did know about, and I never picked them up back in the day. This is Loki, Agent of Asgard, issue number 3. This is the second print though, so this is really cool to have it. I do own number 1, but number 1's the only one that I have. And there's the second print there for 3. Not only that, second print for number 4. Apparently this series also, the first 3 issues at least, went to a third printing with the green banner down here. So those are a little bit more rare, but happy to have at least the blue banner ones. I really liked the blue banner second prints that the all-new Marvel series went through in 2014. And then to top off with a little bit more Frison here, we have Wonder Woman issue number 10 and issue 12. So we almost got all the B covers there of our Wonder Woman run for Frison locked up. Then I thought this cover was just cool, and it was a little bit of a throw-in. I hadn't seen it before. I can't remember who the artist is on this, but it's one of those like unknown comic variants here. Wonder Woman and Justice League Dark, The Witching Hour, number 1. That crazy, insane looking Wonder Woman there. This is fun. I finally have every single out of the 5-issue miniseries. They did 2 covers for each book. This is the last one that I need, and now I have all 10 issues. This is 5 Ronin, Psylocke, the B cover, 4 or 5. So all the 5 Ronins now. Daredevil, Wolverine, Hulk, Deadpool, and now Psylocke. I have each of their issues. Really happy that I found that one. Really happy. Galactus Lifebringer Ultimates issue number 2. Was looking for the Vitruvian Man variant here, or this is cover A actually, so I can't believe I never picked that up. Glad to have this one. And then Woman of Power variant for the same series, Ultimate issue number 5. Says Miss America Chavez is heating up. Glad to have this one. And here, like as promised, to make sure that this part 2 is as spicy as the first part was. And I'm starting to think that maybe I gave you guys a lot in part 1 that was really nice, and kind of slowed it down, a little bit, because we do have part 3 and part 4 to get to. But these 3 I wanted to save for the last of part 2. Really happy that I found this. Action Comics 1000, the Jock variant. I've been on the lookout for this because I love Jock. This is signed by Jock right there in blue. Very happy to have this. Really good book. This from New York Comic Con 2021. Guys, we're getting Moon Knight. You saw a little bit of Moon Knight there from the Mark Spector run. Next Wednesday, the 30th. You guys excited? I am. As excited as this JTC negative variant from New York Comic Con 2021. Limited to only 2,500 copies. This is 1832 out of 2,500 there. absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, this bad boy's gonna get graded. It's in awesome shape, and I don't want it to get any more discolored than it can be. It presents really well. There's no blemishes on it. I'm happy about that. I didn't know this was a thing. For the final book here, and I am very, very happy to have this because I'm not the only one in the comic book community that misses, appreciates, and absolutely loves the work of the late great Michael Turner. I have so many copies of books that he drew, and over the years, Aspen has honored his legacy by continuing to add his artwork or repurpose it for variants, and you still see him alive and well, in this medium, and it's so rewarding, and it's appreciated that his legacy still lives on like that. So this right here is a 2008 Wizard World Los Angeles convention exclusive. Never knew that this was a thing. I am so glad that I realized that it was Michael Turner's artwork. We made a really good deal on this because I paid for cash for all the books that I bought from this vendor. I've been looking for a number one of this, and now that I'm happy that I missed out on paying the price for the cover A, finding this Michael Turner variant just means the world now. So I'm glad that I own it. I'm so surprised and happy that it was brought to my attention. So this is from 2008, Red Hulk number 1, that Los Angeles variant, the Wizard Convention variant, drawn by Michael Turner. Beautiful book, in Mylar, no blemishes. So I hope to add that to the graded pile, and we'll see whether it needs to be graded or not. I think it does. I mean, Red Hulk number 1 already is a hot book, and to own the variant done by Michael Turner is even better because obviously around that time period was the last bit of his final work. So I really wanted to save that one for last for part 2. I didn't want to leave it on a somber note, but it's such a beautiful book. I'm very, very happy to add these to the PC for now. Oh, you know what? I thought there was another book, a series of books, but I guess I left that for part 3, which is great because there's so much more to come from the Frederick Comic Con this past weekend. Thank you so much for tuning into the video, guys. We'll have New Comic Book Day, Comic Talk tomorrow. That will probably be live. I'll probably make 2 videos doing the part 3 separate from the New Comic Day pickups. And then we're still getting all our Things from Another World boxes. So as they come in, I'll show you guys, and we'll do unboxings of those as well. It's a really exciting time to be a comic book fan, and I'm looking forward to your guys' reactions. Please drop a comment down below and tell me what you thought was your favorite book out of part 2. So until tomorrow for part 3, Bag and Boredom. We'll see you later.